Welcome to episode 5 of the Lucky Ace podcast. I am your host, Lucky J, also known as J Almaguer, with my, I forgot what it was.
Oh, Editor AJ.
Editor AJ.
Awkward AJ. I'm trying to workshop different names.
Okay. With my co-host and editor and I don't know what they call it, producer, whoever just puts all this shit together.
Director, I'm the key grip, I'm all that, the audio engineer.
Yeah, my man, AJ.
What's going on, y'all?
So, man, I did an intro.
You did. That was good.
That was the first intro I've ever done.
Doing this for
And I said episode 5. I was about to say it again. But
we're doing this like 2 years, and it's the first time you've actually had a proper little intro going.
I'm trying to take it seriously. I want the crowd, the viewers to feel like Jay's taking this seriously. So we're gonna improve. Me and AJ were actually just talking about that before the start of this podcast on where to take this podcast with the pivot that we made. If you saw episode 1, I know you're not I don't want to say you're not involved in the disc golf community, but you're not around a lot of the disc golf community when you're not around Lucky Ace and the podcast, right?
Let's call it work. Yeah, I leave my work life at
and you
work.
have, you're not only, I know I have a kid too, but my kid's 16. He's out at playing basketball with his friends right now. Doesn't care,
Sure. You
have young kids. You have 2 of them and a wife.
Very true.
You're super busy. I get that. I guess my whole thing behind all that was just I was wondering if you got any reaction from the podcast, but I didn't think you would because you're not really in the...
A couple of my friends who are friends with me are watching it, or Darren.
Darren?
Yeah, he watches it.
Thanks, Darren. Look at that. Go. Yeah, we had Darren. Yeah. No, I was on his podcast.
Yes, when we first got in contact with you, Lucky Ace, he co-hosted and we interviewed you back at the shop.
Yes.
And that was one of our first real interactions with each other.
Yep. That was awesome. That was the story of how Lucky Ace began, and how we collided with a couple geeks just like us, the genre geeks.
Turns out there's a lot of overlap between dorks throwing discs and dorks watching movies and playing video games and stuff.
Yeah, and that's going to be another thing that I've always wanted to bring onto the podcast. Since he does have his genre geeks and he does get to talk about all that cool shit that I want to talk about, it might leak in here. You know what I mean?
It's your show, dude. You can spend the whole time talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, whatever you want, man.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I love that. I love that anime. So anime too. I love anime. Oh my God. But I know. I'm going to ask you this question. I already know the answer because you're a triple OG like I am. Mm-hmm. And this is the only way we would watch it. Dubbed or subbed?
So I prefer subbed for the most part. If I have the option, if it's my me time kind of thing, but if I'm casually watching and also trying to get crap done, I'm dubbing it.
Yeah.
It also depends on the anime. Are we talking DBZ, all that stuff? Because
so Dragon Ball Z was probably the only one that I'm okay, since I grew up having to see it in English.
Sure.
Those voices stuck with me. However, as we got older and we had access to the internet and stuff like that, because you remember DBZ came out. I was in 2nd grade when Goku turned Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I was a few years behind you. Yeah, but Tsunami and all that.
There was not internet was kind of around, but it wasn't like it is now. So
sure.
You weren't able to watch these episodes. You had to wait until they came out on Cartoon Network.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, Toonami.
Hell yeah.
And I remember running home from school, super excited with 3 of my friends. Goku's turning Super Saiyan. Goku's turning Super Saiyan. We were so excited that he was turning Super Saiyan to go watch it. But yeah, so I fell in love with those voices. But also, have you noticed the music is different too?
Yeah, the music's different. just the whole localization part of it.
And they don't have that anymore. Even with the new Dragon Ball that is dubbed, the Dragon Ball Super. It's not that cool. Remember they had Deftones. Remember that they had some real crazy
I wonder how much of that
the movies are the ones that had the soundtracks.
That's what I'm remembering most is the movies and stuff and having those soundtracks. Because I think because on Toonami it was definitely dubbed, and then
but the music was different though. Because you can purchase Dragon Ball Z on DVD now, and the music's not the same as it was when it came out in Toonami.
Yeah, I'm wondering what part of the process
which I'm cool with. If it's the original, I want to hear the original.
Yeah. If I have the choice now, though, I'm definitely going sub, just for the purity standpoint, where it's again, the localization, they're changing stuff to try to give it like an American can understand it.
Sure.
So like Attack on Titan and stuff, I watched subs, and then the few like DBZ and stuff where I'm like, those voice actors are by all accounts like those characters for me.
I know.
Especially because like I've met like through Con, like I don't know the dude, but
Sure,
I've met the guy who played Goku, the guy who played Vegeta. Who else did I meet? A couple of those guys like at cons and stuff, and they're awesome. So just getting to have that kind, like having that kind of respect for the material makes it like, okay, it's dubs exclusively for like DBZ.
Yes.
Because then it's weird for me to go and hear like the actual.
Well, see, I say that, and then I fell in love with those voices because, like, you know, with Super out, or when it was coming out, I know it's like on pause now. But when it was coming out, it was like, dude, every Sunday, me and my cousins would watch football, and then come nighttime, the Super would drop on. I think we'd have to look it up on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I would find it. We'd look it up on YouTube or obviously Crunchyroll, and they would release the episode, and it was always subbed, never dubbed. Dub didn't come out till probably maybe a couple months later, I'm assuming.
Probably.
So I'm not gonna wait.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I watch it, and then I fell in love with the little. I mean, it's a female that does Goku.
That was the biggest thing for me because like with the guy Goku, it's like it's a very iconic guy voice like this, then it's like a. And when it's that, I'm like, oh, I can get used to it. There's an adjustment period. I can get used to it.
Yeah.
Have you gone to like the movies when they drop those? Yeah. Those like, those the like DBZ movies and stuff like Broly and all them. Like it's usually subbed when I go, and that's the way to go because we're the theater full of dorks.
Oh man,
appreciating the same thing.
This was a good little start.
There you go. See, fun. Energy's up. Yeah, because we're
I mean, and it does. Let me tell you how this kind of goes into disc golf. Mason and I bond a lot too from anime and really Pokemon.
Okay,
Pokemon's our thing. More his thing than mine, but. Man, we nerd out on Pokemon. His favorite's Gengar. He has like a couple die discs that have Gengar on his glow bullets.
Gengar's cool. Shout out to Haunter. Why is he? I feel he gets so disrespected.
Because Gengar.
All everyone gives a crap about is Gengar. Screw Ghastly. Screw Haunter. It's all that big, doughy looking Pokemon. Where I'm like, come on. Show some like you see. There's a car in my neighborhood that's a purple car, and it has Gengar decals all over.
Oh my!
And I'm like,
God. Take a picture of that next time.
I might have to. It. Maybe I'll pass it on the way home.
One of my buddies, John Bowen, he's a local guy here in the disc golf community. He's got a badass pound bag that's all purple,
that's cool.
And of course he had a little Velcro patch of Gengar. And I was like, dude, that's Mason's favorite Pokemon. That's so funny. Like he would love that bag because he's a pound guy too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's also kind of where we'll start switching a little bit to disc golf, and obviously where I want to take this podcast more into, and what this is going to become is the caddy podcast with Lucky J, and how many times I get fired. But I know we talk about me caddying for Val a lot because really, I think she just felt bad for me because I got fired by everybody else. Sure. I caddied first originally, the very first time I've ever caddied. This is a story. And I was telling AJ a little bit about this, and I was wanting to tell stories about, at least one story a pod about me caddying and the experiences I had because they're funny and they're amazing, they're fun. I was going to do a different one, but then I started telling him about this one, and I'm wearing the same shirt that I was wearing, and I have proof. You put it right here.
There you go.
It's on Jomez. And anyways, shout out to Tree Love because this is our shirt, a little design that Jonathan actually made for us as a little collab. And it came out just so sick. We did hats recently, and those sold out like in minutes.
Awesome.
So anyway, I was at. It was me and Jason. We were at. I think it was either DDO or World. No, it was DDO. Okay, so it was DDO in 2022.
Okay.
Or 1. I think it was 21. Yeah, 21. Maybe not. Well, whatever. Because I want them to look it up because I want them to see that I'm not lying about this.
All right.
So anyway, me and Jason went to support Mason, Val, and Alexis, and we were watching Mason's round in the crowd because we got our little VIP badges, feeling all cool as hell. And for those of y'all that don't know me and see me on a regular basis, I'm the guy that wears socks and slides everywhere. Everywhere.
It's a good look. It's a comfy look.
It's comfy. I just did it since I was a kid. I don't like feet. I don't like my feet.
Sure.
And if we're gonna be honest, like if I'm gonna get like, you know, it's a safe place here.
I mean, can be.
I feel like I don't like my feet are sticky and sweaty.
Okay.
And when I'm wearing sandals or slides, they like it doesn't.
It's a sensory
feel
thing. I get
good.
that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, I don't like it. So slides in socks all day, every day. So here I am watching Mason on Jomez Pro. Hole 1, we get to hole 2. Me and Jason are doing the whole because it's a big crowd and we can't really see. So it's like this, and I see Ollie and Alexis and Mason talking to each other as he's playing, and they kind of like whisper in. They're like, yeah. And I just see their backs, you know what I mean? And they both turn at the same time, and then they go like this, right at me. And I was like, I was thinking, uh-oh, I think I know what's about to happen here. And Mason just goes,
oh God.
and I told Jason, I was like, dude, I'm wearing slides.
What's the move in your head? Because I imagine, like, for me, it's like, okay, how can I solve this problem before I get there? And it's like,
Yeah,
you just
I
show
know,
up barefoot,
dude.
just been like, what's up, man? What's the problem?
So yeah, you know what? I was so nervous, so I didn't even think about that. I should have just been like, hey, Jason,
Give me your shoes.
give me your shoes. Here, take my slides, dude. He's gonna ask me to caddy. So my first time ever, and we're on Jomez. Mason calls me up, and dude, nonchalantly, you know, he's like, hey, you want to caddy for me? And I was like, absolutely. Yes.
Sure.
Love to. Now I can see everything.
There you go. That's the real reason.
Yeah. So I throw on the bag, and I'm like nervous for so many reasons, right? I've never been on coverage for anything, but like sometimes my mom would throw me in front of like the local news when it would be around, you know, and they'd be like, oh shit, there's me. Never been on, it's not TV, but and never been on coverage or anything like live coverage. And I know it sounds dumb, but I was nervous, and I knew I had slides on, so I was nervous about that too.
Sure.
Because all I could think about in my head was like, oh no, this is a pro tour event, and you're supposed to be like, you know, you're supposed to be wearing like a team shirt.
Did they implement
or
the collars and stuff at that point?
I don't think it was yet.
Okay.
In fact, I'm positive it wasn't yet, because that guy that used to wear that, hey guys, it's Matt, shirt, and when they finally implemented it, he would wear like a tuxedo shirt.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Malicious compliance.
Yes. Anyway, I was nervous because I was like, oh no, like I'm gonna get him stroked, because a caddy's direct extension of the player, and I knew that, you know. So I was nervous, and I'm hey dude, I'm wearing slides, and he goes, that's fine. And I was like, no dude, like you're not getting in trouble. And he's like, no, you can wear slides. I guess it's in the at the time.
Okay.
In the rules, yeah, you could totally play in slides, which reminded me.
Play in slides?
In slides, you can play in slides.
I mean, caddy in slides is one thing. Play in slides.
Play. Hey,
Okay.
we used to, in Spring Valley, there was a couple tournaments where this dude would show up looking like a Huckleberry Finn.
All right.
With the
Overalls, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rolled up, and he would play barefoot. Completely barefoot.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, wow, that's
I'm disgusted by it, but yeah.
that's
all right.
gross, dude. What's wrong with you, dude? No, it's I'll always remember that guy. Anyway, so I was nervous, but Mason was like, no, you're fine. So I got rid of that part of it.
Okay.
That was cool. Okay, we're good. Except for when like now I'm like, oh shit, I look stupid wearing slides. I'm on camera, and now I'm in front of like Ricky Wysocki, Brad. I know Bradley Williams from Texas area, but still, it's Brad. He's beat up.
Sure.
And I'm so nervous, and then there's mud, so I'm like, oh crap! Like
That's a bad look.
Don't fall. And it was, and it's all on Jomez, so you can watch it on Jomez. But That was my first time ever caddying. You should have seen me. I was just like right next to Mason, like I don't know what to do.
I bet. That's a good look, though. I mean, it's not a good look, but it's a good look in terms of it makes you iconic. You gotta.
That was my first time, dude.
Figure out who you are. You're the slides guy.
I'm the slides guy.
There you go.
Yeah. That never happened again.
Now, what do you wear now? Are you still playing in like Air Force Ones when you play or something? I saw when we used to play, like the couple times we played, you would play in.
No, I play these.
Okay.
I do. I'm not these specific, not these shoes. These are clean and they style. And if you can see, they match my get up. I match.
Fit check passes. Yeah, you're good.
Thank you. No, but the Blazers. I wear Blazers. I enjoy. I like the. I guess like you see a lot of the guys wear Vans and stuff like that because it has like not a lot of grip on the bottom.
Sure.
It's not good in when it's wet, obviously, but like when I'm on the tee pad, it's a lot easier on my hips, man.
Sure.
Because it's not like a grip. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a little give to it, so I'm not like it's not really putting a lot of stress. Because dude, I got my right hip. Dude, if I play a lot and I get in my truck and I drive home, I don't know if it's my sciatic nerve or whatever, but that thing is like, it flares up. Yeah.
Okay.
So whenever I go like to the gym or whatever, I make sure to like work out on that. Cause like if I keep it moving consistently daily, like it's fine. I don't have to deal with it. But yeah. So that getting old sucks, man.
Yeah. I'm approaching the not fun parts of it. Like now I have a night guard when I sleep now, which that's just the thing where I can't even, I'm so stressed and just like on edge all the time. I sleep stressed and I'm like, God, I wake up. It took probably 2 years because I was just ignoring it. I was just like, this is just how I am now. I just wake up in pain. But I got a big, you would think it'd be like a soft mouth guard, but it's like a hard piece of like acrylic plastic molded to my teeth. And then every night I got to pop it in the morning I don't have headaches. So
what, do you grind your teeth or something?
Grind and clench is my thing. I clench real bad. I was chewing through those little like HEB, $5 off the rack things.
Yeah.
Chew it through them in like a week. It's bad. I don't know what my weird problem is. I can't even sleep right. So, getting old is not fun.
Try weed.
I was self-medicating for a minute where I'm like, I would take more than a shot, I guess, before going to bed. So I'm like, maybe it'll knock me out so cold. And it's like, no.
More than a shot? Like alcohol?
I'm a lightweight, bro. Yeah.
I don't drink. I haven't drank for 5 years, but
I'm Asian too, so let's just put that out there. I get Asian glow.
Oh, dude, that's turn red face.
Real red. That's not fun either. Trying to explain that to people, like, bro, you good? I'm like, I'm fine. I look like beet red. I'm like, it's just not a good social look. So I got to not do that. But pro tip, if you are Asian, you have Asian glow. What are those antacids? Pepsid Max. Pop one of those before you drink. No Asian glow, or at least less Asian glow. That is a confirmed thing. I was keeping them in my wallet, dude.
Asian glow, that's what they call it. Am I allowed? Can I say that?
I don't care.
Is that no? But
I say it. I don't care. I'm Asian though, so
yeah. I just want to make sure that's not one of those things you're not supposed to say.
Say that to a group of Asians, they'll be like, "Yeah, I know what you're talking about."
Okay.
But yeah, like if we'd go out socially and stuff, I'd have to pop a little Pepsid. That way, I don't look like a freaking tomato by the end of the night.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I don't know how
I'm never saying Asian glow ever again.
Asian glow. I'll say it. Throw your hate at me. Just be like, who's
I was
mad
thinking
at
about it right now. I was just like, you should beep that. Wow, this went south quick.
It is what it is. It's our show. Who cares?
No. So back to the disc golf. Oh man, yeah. I'm gonna limit to one story with the caddying because I don't want to give everything away.
Tune in next episode.
Yeah,
you gotta keep
the next
all
episode you'll hear another podcast. Or another story on the podcast.
Sure.
I did take a couple notes because there's a couple things that I really do want to point out. We want to get on a little serious note.
Okay,
just a little. Because it's important to me and it's important to one of the guys on our team, Raven Newsom. I don't know if you've seen what he's been going through lately.
With the storm.
The storm. Raven Newsom is from North Carolina. God, I can't remember the exact town. But if as many of y'all know, like the hurricane went through there and just destroyed everything. And, Raven's posting about it a lot. He's showing the devastation and it's insane. So I just wanted to kind of like shout out to Raven because what he's doing right now, he's trying to use his social media platform through disc golf to kind of shed some light and try to help as many people as he can. And I know at first, and this is me too. This is the way I thought at first. At first I was just like, man, like, that's a lot. Like, that's a lot of damage. Like, what can a disc golfer do right now? And I wasn't trying to think like negatively about Raven or anything like that, but I was just like, in my mind, it was just like the damage is just so huge, man. But then, I quickly was like, you know what, man, like, it's people like Raven that help these small towns and these communities get through what they're going through. People that see that, you know what, this is a huge uphill battle and it almost looks impossible to even do any kind of help out there because it's so bad. But he's out there, USDGC's this next week. Raven's out there helping his family, his friends. And if you know Raven, even him probably just being there is a little bit of light for those people.
Yeah, it's probably making everyone have a good time.
Exactly.
Making them laugh.
Exactly. So I wanted to just kind of shed light on that. People that we know that have been directly affected. He's doing some giveaways on his Instagram page. So anybody that watches this, if they could just go and help support Raven, support his hometown. It means a lot to him, so it means a lot to Lucky Ace.
For sure.
So,
yeah, there'll be a link in the show notes to that.
Yeah. So shout out to Raven. And we love you, man. I hope all your friends and family are at least safe and healthy. And I'm just glad that they have you to kind of have fun with while you're there. So, and good luck at USDGC, my brother. So I actually started a new job.
Let's go.
The best thing about this job is that I get to work with some cool dudes that I've worked with before. I was doing Lucky Ace. And I don't want to say free reign because I got to meet my goals, obviously, you know what I mean? But my man doesn't care what I do, where I work, when I work.
That's the dream.
As long as I hit my goals. So, I just accepted a position with the Summit Insurance Brokers.
Shout out.
Shout out to those guys. Chris McDaniel. The reason I'm talking about this is because like I'm using my platform to show thanks to the people that are putting me in positions to succeed. And also the reason behind that is this will help me get Lucky Ace back to where we were originally, which was on top, baby.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I've been living off Lucky Ace funds for 4 years now. And during COVID, it was very easy. And, we talked about this, so I don't want to go too much in detail, but it got rough. Sales were not there anymore. We get some, we can pay some bills, but we can't pay and we can't grow. So shout out to Chris McDaniel. Thank you for the opportunity. I'll be working insurance again. I worked it like 8 years before. And I actually worked with Chris, and Chris was actually the one that got me fired.
I mean, you're laughing about it now, I guess. So that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Chris got me fired, dude. He didn't know he was gonna get me fired, but he got me fired.
I mean,
and we laugh about it now, both of us. But I remember there was a time I never took it that way from him, and but he beat himself up over it. I know because I saw him maybe like a couple months later on the disc golf course. He came out to play. Mm-hmm. And I was like, come play with us. And he played with us, and I know he felt awkward.
Okay.
But I had started Lucky Ace, and I was doing well. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And things were great. I was loving my life. And he saw that. And we were playing with a bunch of guys, so he didn't really say anything about it. But then at the end of the round, I don't think he remembered me. Obviously he remembers, but we didn't talk about this when I seen him now. But he approached me and he was like, "Hey man, I just want to, apologize." And Chris, I don't know if he's an emotional guy, but I could see the red eyes, and I was like, "Oh shit, dude. I'm emotional. I'm gonna cry. You know what I mean? And he's just like, if I would have known that was gonna happen, that the result, I wouldn't have done that. And I was like, I know. I was like, it ain't your fault, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But he was like, but you know what, man? I'm just like, I'm so happy that you're living your dream right now. You know what I mean? That you're doing Lucky Ace. Like, man, it makes me feel good because like
you're not just
I feel responsible.
On the street. You're just whoring yourself out.
Yeah, dude. And that was, man, don't you I really gravitate to good people, man. And then I feel like people like that, man, good people, man, that genuinely mean well, man, those people are awesome, man. And there's a lot of people in the world, and you always see negative shit on the news and stuff. There's a lot of good people out there, man. That's good, and fast forward, Chris starts his own agency. That agency that I was with shut down.
They lost you, man. I'm telling you.
They lost me, dude. Why? How else would they expect to operate? I'm just kidding. We still work with them.
I made the joke. I don't care.
It was a shitty time. I actually really I learned so much from that agency. So, I will never talk shit about them because they were great people. But anyway, so fast forward, Chris starts his own agency. I saw that boy start from scratch. I mean, he was struggling. I won't put all of the details out there, but maybe one day we'll bring him on here and he can talk about it because, dude, he was struggling. He was working other jobs that you wouldn't think somebody who owns an agency would do on the side because he's got to grind, dude. Like, I don't want to bore people, but I'll just go over how insurance agents work, how they make their money.
Yeah, sure.
An agent like that is strictly 100% commission. Like that's how they make their money. So they're making money off sales. You get the commission for selling the policy, and then when it renews, and 6 months is auto, a year is home. So really, their first year or two, you're not going to make that much money. Like you, because you're putting in the work to get those renewals so that you can have some type of base salary. You know what I mean? So he was struggling, working side jobs, and I hadn't talked to him and seen him for a little while. Well, I'm struggling, with Lucky Ace. Things were slowing down, and I knew I had to get back into some type of job.
Sure.
And my biggest thing was I don't want something that's going to take me. My first concern, because my family's in San Antonio and I always travel over there, I don't want something that's going to tie me down to Houston.
Yeah.
And where I have to work a 9 to 5 and be here. Family's important. Spending time with my mom, my dad, being there for my son as much as I can because I just like to be present in his life. You know what I mean? I enjoy it. I know he does. And that's just so important to me. So I know it sounds dumb because it's everybody works a job and everybody has to do that. And that's just how life goes. Well, if you want to accept it that way, cool. You
got the thought. It's right there.
No. I just got a little emotional. I value time way more than money.
Sure.
That time is worth way more. And spending time with my family is the most important thing in the world. So I could care less about making a lot of money. I'd rather spend time with my family. In the end, that's all they're going to remember when I'm gone, not how much money I made. You know what I mean? So I was really focused on that, but it was hard to find. Any remote job, they're hiring from within or promoting from within to do remote jobs.
Yeah.
It just was hard to find. So I had given up, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be hard to get a job and do Lucky Ace, but I got to do it. I need to get some income.
Yeah.
But then I remembered, I was like, wait, I know Chris has an agency and it's been a few years now. Maybe he needs a service agent or a sales agent, And my buddy Alex has been working for him for 3 years. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to reach out to him and see what he says. The guy that got me fired.
I mean, you can kind of milk it a little bit and be like, hey, remember that time you got me?
I don't know if I know he believes in me and my work ethic and my knowledge in insurance, so that's why he hired me. But I also thought that it was so easy for him to do because he felt like, yes, I can give back. You know what I mean?
There you go.
And I don't care even if it was like, thank you, like that's dope, man. So Chris ended up bringing me in, and he's a disc golfer too, and go support your disc golfers. Hit me up for your insurance needs. But yeah, he's a disc golfer too, man. So he knows about Lucky Ace. He knows that I like to go on tour and sell discs and caddy. Mm-hmm. And he knows that I like to be in San Antonio all the time. And he was asking me, he's like, so what about Lucky Ace? And, you know, you going to be moving back to San Antonio one minute? Because in 2 years, I probably will. Mm-hmm. You know, I will. I am. And he's asked me this, and I'm like, and I'm kind of like, oh no, like, what do I say? You know? Right? And he's like, yeah, no, you can work remote. Like, you can work for anywhere that you have Wi-Fi. And I was like,
let's go.
Oh my God. Like, and he's like, yeah, man, as long as, cause he knows obviously with the tour is busy. He's like, and as long as you hit your goals, you're good, dude. You can work whenever you want, really. Like, there's no schedule. Just do your, hit your goals. And
fair.
As much as you put in is what you're going to get out. Because I took the deal where I'm working off for just commission, basically.
Okay.
So I'm on the process of building my book and getting back that income that we've been losing through sales. It's all your fault. Anyway.
Pre-order jerseys, everybody.
Yes. That was going to bring me to my next thing about Lucky Ace. But real quick, again, shout out to Chris McDaniel and the Summit Insurance Brokers. Shout out to Alex, also a disc golfer. These guys, I had lunch with them both today because today was my second day on the job. Chris took us out to Perry's, and right. we had the pork chop on Friday, baby. You know what I mean? They have that. It's like a half price. Mm-hmm. Dude, that's the best pork chop in the world. But anyways, I had worked with both of these guys before, so when we had met up for lunch, it was the first time I'd seen Alex in like 3 years. So it was good to see him. We all vibe, man. And that's what I like about this situation. I never wanted to go back to work for someone. And yes, I'm working for Chris and the Summit, but he gives me that like freedom, and he empowers me to build my own brand, which is something I love to do, obviously.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man. So what an opportunity, and a shout out to them. Check them out. Check me out because I work for them now, baby.
Yeah,
and I need to pay bills.
Yeah. So either buy discs or buy some
or
insurance.
Save money, shopping insurance with me,
Support your disc golfers. Right?
Yeah. Support your disc golfers, baby.
There you go.
But yes, now the other way that you can support us and the Lucky Ace podcast is by shopping on LuckyAceDiscs.com. Right now, that is the only way to purchase any Lucky Ace gear or discs, unless you are at some of our events where we have pop-up shops. We'll get into those later because I know y'all are wondering how the league's doing and how Marcus's doubles mini's doing. We'll get into that. But yeah, I had like a line of like clothes, right, that I was ready to make, but then things got slow.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to invest into something like that. So what I decided to do, and it's going to take a little bit of interaction from these guys and girls, is we're doing, we've done it before, but this time it's going to be strictly exclusive. There's not going to be any extras made because that's just the way it is right now on the Lucky Ace side of things. We're doing pre-sales and pre-sales only. I didn't explain too much on this pre-sale that's going on right now. Mm-hmm. So I'll explain it here. That way in the future, you guys can get how these are going to work from here on out. So if you want to rep the new Lucky Ace gear, I know we have shirts that will still sell out there, but if you want to rep that new and exclusive stuff, you're going to have to do the pre-sale. Otherwise, you're not getting anything. And if you want to check out what we got going on now and just like an example of what we're going to be doing, We have these
There you go.
new Lucky Ace camo jerseys.
Very cool.
And there's 2 different variants. There's like a green camo that's like the traditional camo.
Yeah, blend in with the trees.
Yeah, and then there's that cool like white and black camo.
Want to blend in with being badass.
Yeah, and if you zoom in here, you can see that in the patterns there's some spades.
That's really cool.
And yeah, you know, the logo's not on the front or the back. It's just the camo. We actually have it right here on the patch, the Lucky Ace logo. So I think they're dope. I like almost everything that we make, like for me. But there's some times where I have to be like, you know what, Jay? Just because you like it, you know, doesn't mean that that's what everybody else wants.
Sure.
So, but I think these are dope. I really do.
They look good.
So if you have a chance, go online and pre-order. So here I go with the ADD. The way the pre-orders are going to work, I'm going to start teasing them on social media before the pre-order starts. AJ is the one that puts together our reels. So shout out to AJ because he put together those 2 teasers for us.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to tease it a couple days before the drop. And then I think we're going to start doing the drops like this on Friday, like I was explaining. It's a little easier for everybody to afford something on Friday because it's payday. So I'm going to go ahead and tease it. We're going to drop them on Friday. We're going to leave them up for a week. Okay. The reason for that is because I want this to be a quick turnaround. I've done drops pre-sales before where I forget to say how long and then it's like 2 weeks and I'm like waiting, come on guys, buy more. And then it's like, all right, we got to cut it. And then like 4 weeks later is when people get their stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to have strict guidelines here. You have to order it a week after we drop it on Friday. So Friday to Friday. Once that Friday midnight is over, boom, we're cutting it. That's it. No more are going to be made unless I want to make some for extra for myself.
There you go.
And then some of the team, because the team will get some. You're going to have to order that, and that'll be it. So check it out. We're going to be doing, I want to say, I can do this at least once a month.
Okay.
Should we do once or twice? Is twice too much?
Let's go once. Keep it
once
exclusive.
a month. Once a month, there's going to be a new drop from Lucky Ace, whether it's going to be jerseys, exclusive hats. Now, when I say like hats, jerseys, these are not going to be your typical little logo here. Since we are only doing pre-sales and they're going to be exclusive, these are going to be somewhat of a collector's.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you got to buy 2. 1 to keep on your shelf,
And they won't be made again. I'm not going to say that there won't be a 2.0 version of this type of jersey or hat or whatever in the future, because if something's real cool, we want to do it again, but we want to switch it up and do it a little better.
Sure.
Like for just throwing it out there, for instance, the camo jerseys that we have, maybe next year we'll do camo jerseys, but a long sleeve.
Yeah, long sleeve or little, touches here and there. Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it is exclusive on the drop. That drop will never happen again. So make sure that you get on that. I'm trying to do like you remember when Chive was around?
Oh God, yeah.
Dude, the Bill Murray shirt.
Yeah.
There was the Bill Murray shirt, and then there was the Bill Murray with the 3D glasses, bro.
What a comedy, thing. Why tell a joke when you just wear a funny shirt?
Dude,
lets everyone know. Humor.
Yeah, dude. It's I used to love Chive, and they were the shirts were exclusive. Like you had to get it on the drop, and if you didn't, you weren't getting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I kind of want to get to.
I'm a big T Fury guy. In the early 20s, I was all about T Fury. He's like, oh, look at this weird shirt. You got Goku punching RoboCop. You better believe I'm buying them. Yeah, I'm all about. So I think that's a great business model. Let's go with the cool exclusive drops and stuff.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna try it at least till the end of the year.
Yeah.
See how it goes. Actually, we'll probably have to go a little further than that just to get a good test. Maybe like 6 months, because I have about 6 different things on the merch end that I want to do. And what I was getting at, the reason why I want to cut it off at a week is because I've already talked to the company that's going to be doing these shirts, and I let them know like I need a quick turnaround time, and they're like 1 week. As soon as you put the order in and you pay, 1 week it'll be at your house. So that means that 1 week from that Friday that it stops, I'm putting this on myself right now so that I make sure that I do it. I'm putting it on the podcast. 1 week after we close, we'll be shipping.
I like
So
it.
let's say this. Hold on, because if in case it gets in their little shipping thing.
Sure.
So Friday it ends. The next Monday things will be out.
That's a big claim. I like it.
The next Monday, and if not, 15% off your order.
That's big. You're taking the loss on that one. Do you want to do give one away? Just one shirt?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I can clip this out like right away, and then we'll put it up so that they'll have time before the.
You know what? I missed the contest that we used to do, the Ace contest.
Yeah.
Should we do another one that's a film days?
We can. I mean, if you want it to be a quick turnaround, I don't know. It's whatever you want to do.
You know what? Alan Jansen does a throw-in Thursday,
Okay.
and sometimes they're not aces.
Okay.
So how about just a good throw-in, right?
Okay.
It can't be a circle two putt.
It's got to be, yeah.
It's got to be a throw. And I know some people are going to be like, ha ha ha, go right up to it and throw it in the basket.
They can do it, put it in. They may not win the shirt. But.
Yeah. But again, just like last time, because I want to put you guys on this, to have more interaction, is whenever you do hit it on your video, you are now watching the Lucky Ace podcast.
Boom. Then they can get one of those shirts. That
And then
sounds
you'll
good.
get a free jersey that are going on for $40 right now online. Hey guys, $40 for a polyester spandex blend jersey that looks as cool as ours do is a hell of a deal. Okay. Also, what I've been doing since I'm kind of in charge, not that Debbie wouldn't have done this, it's just that Debbie doesn't have she doesn't feel like she can do certain things like
Sure.
I do, because I'll give away free stuff all the time. And Debbie's like, don't do that. No, I'm kidding. Debbie gives away stuff. That made it seem like she's not like that. Debbie's the most giving person. Oh, by the way, I just want to shout out to Debbie real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll put a pin in the.
So she made a post and she was like, when one door closes, another one opens. And she is a part of a group in San Antonio. Oh my God, what's it called? I want to say it's like the Hedgehogs. And it's a group and they're dedicated to teaching kids about disc golf.
Let's go.
Teaching. She's in her element. She's so happy about it because obviously she was,
Is there an age restriction? I feel like I can really use some pointers. 31, too old for the kids thing.
Let me
Let's be a real big hedgehog.
let me go to Debbie's page so I can make sure that I get this right. It is
That sounds
Okay.
perfect for her.
Junior Hedgehog Disc Golf Group. And I don't know if they always meet on this day, but it says we meet at the pavilion at Live Oak Lakeside at 10 a.m. on Tuesdays. Yeah. And it is completely free to attend. And then she also puts, if any of my friends have discs that might be beginner friendly, we gladly accept donations for the group.
That's
Jay.
Yeah. Jay.
Jay.
Beginner discs. So destroyers, right?
Absolutely. I have plenty that I'm going to be giving Debbie, and I've already told her because she means a lot to me, and I want to support anything she does as much as I can.
Yeah. And sneaky, you're feeding in that little addiction. Get them while they're young. They're going to get older. They're going to need more discs, man.
Exactly.
They're going to outgrow those putters quick.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Especially if Debbie's teaching them. They're going to be like, all right, give me my friggin' 9 and give me my 11 speed discs now.
Yep. Debbie's, man, she's got that good flex, man, with her diamond. So shout out to her. I'm gonna ask you to help me out on where I was going before I got distracted with Debbie.
We were talking about giving stuff away. You tend to give stuff away. We were talking
Oh
about
yeah.
giving for the shirts and stuff.
So with the orders and stuff like that, on the pre-orders, if you pre-order and you're not just gonna get the shirt.
Okay. That's enticing.
For a lot of you that do order from LuckyAceDiscs.com, you'll notice that if you order a good amount of discs, you're not just getting those discs.
Oh yeah, get a little something.
Oh, sometimes I go hard in the paint.
Okay.
Yeah, I go hard in the paint, baby.
Let's go Willy Wonka mode, man. Put a golden ticket in that
Dude,
thing. Let's
yeah,
go.
dude. Sometimes I do. Oh man, what was this kid's name? He's a local kid. I forgot his name. But he purchased like over $100 worth of stuff, and I threw in like 4 minis, some Velcro patches, stickers, and all this stuff. And he was like, whoa, like I ordered this. Oh, also I did that with Leo from 956.
Oh yeah.
Poodle 956. Yeah, it's from the Valley. Like I hooked him up and he posted it, and I appreciate that when I do something extra for the homies and then they decide to go and post it on social media and I know what they're doing and it's appreciated. You're showing love so that other people will support us, and that means a lot. So I'm showing you love, Leo, and I'm shouting out you and your group out there in the Valle.
Go.
The Poodle 956 disc golf, baby.
That's something that I forgot what show. I think like if you ever watch a Good Mythical Morning, whatever, they do a thing where if you send in or like post or tag them like with their merch and stuff on social media, that enters them into like a giveaway thing, like a spinner thing.
Okay.
That can be like if y'all buy stuff and then tag the company, you know, it's kind of a double hit.
Let's do it.
Advertising and they're outright
So
spending money.
let's do that.
Give
too.
them opportunity
Yeah.
to, you know.
And we'll make a little spinner, dude.
Yeah. I'll bust out the freaking glue and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, also, if you all have any ideas, let us know in the comments. I mean, we want to make this a little different, a little more fun. I think they've been good so far, but
I mean, I think we're also the most biased people in the world about it. Yeah.
yeah, I know. You always want to grow.
Podcast is great. I'm like, yeah, it's your face for most of it. Yeah, I bet you love it.
I guess I'm so full of myself. Oh my god.
You got to be a little full of yourself.
One
if you're
time,
getting into content like this, man.
Val and Alexis's mom made fun of me because I was caddying. This was out in Austin, and the camera, the live coverage was like kind of on us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Because we have the logo right here.
Sure.
Every time I do see the live camera, I go like this.
Hey, man, that's brilliant.
And she called me out. She's like, "Jay, you just want to be on camera," and I was like,
I'm just trying to be a
Duh.
billboard, man. I'm trying to move some discs.
"Oh my god, dude! I have so much fun out there, man, on tour and just building those relationships with everybody."
When's the next time you're going out?
Man, I wanted to go to USDGC.
Mm-hmm.
The kids really want me to go there too. I just talked to them last night, and I don't think I'll be able to make that
That's a
one.
bummer.
I honestly think that my 2024 tour, caddy tour, has come to an end, and I will be back on the bag, hopefully, unless I got fired for some reason, next year. So you will see me out again on the tour. You will see Lucky A still, and hopefully I'm on the bag for Val because I didn't make it for Mason or shit, Alexis. I was on the bag for one round, dude.
Dang, man.
Got boom, dude. But no, I joke around, but every single time I've caddied for either three of these professional players, it's been fun.
That's awesome.
It's been a blast. Yeah, the moments we've had. I mean, you were around for that trip in
Yeah, it was a good time.
in Georgia. Me and AJ flew out there and we got to see W.R. Jackson played for the very last time as it is. Because they had that infestation of the beetles or something, so they had to cut down all these trees. It's a different course now.
That sucks.
It does, because that was such a great course.
It was a beautiful course, yeah.
Oh my God. And I got to throw. I didn't throw well.
No, I think we
You
did record. I
did.
think it's on social.
You put it on social
I think it's on
media.
Instagram, yeah. I mean, if anything, it's like what people have been begging for the Olympics, where it's like before any event, I want to see a regular dude do the thing. That way I get scale for how hard this thing is. You see these professionals drilling 400 feet, throws. Put a regular freaking M4 player who's just like, or whatever, amateur 4.
yeah.
M4.
MA4.
And just seeing him throwing 240 feet, being like, oh, this is hard.
It's true, dude. And Mason gets a kick out of it. Whenever me and Keith go to caddy for them, because Keith caddies for Mason.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we go, because we'll travel together for these events, and we go to a hard course, Mason's like, "You guys got to bring your discs," and we're like, I mean, obviously no brainer, right? Who doesn't want to play on a pro tour course?
Yeah, right?
But we're like, you just want to see us suck. And he's like, yeah.
He's like, I'm surrounded. He plays with the best players on the planet
Yeah.
all year.
He just gets he gets love out of seeing us suck on these big courses. But it does show you how hard the game is for them.
Yeah.
It's not easy, man.
Yeah.
It is not easy.
I played a full round for the first time in I think 6+ months.
Yeah.
Last weekend, and I don't know about you. If I take a long period off, my tee shots get better. I don't know what that's about. My putting plummets, but my tee shots get
You
better.
forget all your bad habits.
Yeah. Well, all of a sudden, like after 2-3 holes, I was getting that snap again. I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm still awful, but yeah, playing at like a full round of it, I'm like, all right. I think I'm getting pretty happy with the way I'm playing, and then I watch like coverage and stuff later. I'm like, I'm so bad. Why? Like, I can't even be like a bad amateur, or a good amateur. I'm like a horrible amateur.
It does make you feel a certain way when you see these pros and how far they throw.
Yeah.
And especially with Mason, this is what drives me crazy is like, I think I said this before about him when we were in Houston, and he's on the lead card with AB, Calvin, and Gannon-Burr, right?
Okay.
And Mason Ford.
Let's go short.
So
King.
there's-
I'm cheering him on.
Huh?
He's my hero. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah,
As
I
a
know.
5'7" dude myself, I'm like, let's go, King.
Yeah,
Freaking show him.
there's a T picture, and it's hilarious, dude, because he's like half their size, which makes it so impressive, you know, that he's able to keep up with players like that on a course like that where it was just made for bombers, right? But anyway, what I was getting at is what drives me crazy is these guys like AB and them, they were throwing like these high speed drivers off the tee. And, Mason, even though he didn't throw as far, it wasn't far off, right? And Nate Perkins, because he does like the commentary, the live commentary on these, he'll be in the crowd, stuff like that. Gets the live reaction sometimes. It's cool. I like it. But he goes up to Mason after the first hole. He goes, Mason, what did you tee off with on that? Because I guess he wants to let the people know.
Yeah.
And Nate Perkins stays in Austin, Texas.
Okay, so he said no. He's a Mint.
So Mint, he knows Mint. You know what I mean? He's very familiar with Mint. He knows the guys over there. So he's asking, what did you throw? And Mason goes, oh, an alpha. And I just and Mason says that, and then kind of like turns back around because he's focusing on hole 2. And I just see Nate Perkins, who's standing behind him after he said that, go like this. Isn't that a 9-speed?
No, that's ridiculous. It's an 8-speed.
Yeah, it's exactly. And Mason's like, it's 8. And he just goes like he was like disgusted. Just how I feel when I see him throw putters farther than I can throw destroyers. He was disgusted. He was like,
I bet.
But you know what?
But how?
I loved that moment because I'm just like, that's right. You need to respect my man, bro. You need to respect my man because he doesn't have the long arms. He told AB, he's like, AB, if I had your arms, I'd be touching my ankles every time I walk.
Let's go.
Like,
Dude's got that McGregor look.
Yeah, dude.
He's dragging his knuckles when he's walked right. Yeah.
And it's true, man. It's true. And I've heard it on tour. Mason, I think Emerson, those guys, those small guys that throw far, they got to have the best form on tour. There's no way that they don't, because that's how far, that's why they're able to throw that far, is having form. It's amazing. So
It really is.
It really is, dude. Where are we at?
Overtime. We're like an hour 13, so we can wrap up.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
I went through everything that I wanted to go through. We had our fun. We finally got an intro down.
Yeah.
Finally got an intro
It
down.
only took this long, but you know what? Let's just be happy we got it.
Let's be happy we're here. You know what? Act like you've been here. We got to nerd out a little bit, which we talked about doing too. So that was
covering
fun.
our bases. Yeah. Look at us. A podcast.
And then I tried to sell insurance on my podcast.
Yeah. What a wild ride this one. Yeah, we nerded. We talked DBZ. You asked everyone to buy insurance through you.
Yeah.
We're giving
Asian
away
Glow.
Yeah, Asian Glow. We're giving away shirts covering all our bases. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the events. Let me just touch on these real quick before we go. Brian Trahan, David Fruin. Amazing job, fellas. Great job on the league on Tuesdays. I've been playing in every single one. Every single one, my rating, it was above my rating.
Awesome.
Even some where I didn't think they should have been. And I've just been seeing everybody come out and everybody's having a good time. They're running it great. The CTP prizes are great. David's popping up the shop all the time. Shout out to David, man. David, I want to give you props, and I want to give Brian props too, because Brian came to me and was like, I need to have a team, right? And I need David Fruin to be on the team. And Lance. I need David to be on the team. And hey, I'm going to be totally honest with you because I'm an honest guy. I was kind of like, why? You know? Because tell me why. I mean,
that's fair.
What does he bring? And Brian was like, he's going to help me run events. And he's always helped me, you know? And he helps me set up. He helps me do these things. And he's never asked to be on the team. Cool. You know what, Brian? I'm going to let you do your thing. Build your own team up here. And he did. And all of these guys have been amazing running these events like together. And dude, they've been coming through for me. So I want to show them love because they actually love to watch the podcast. And I know it does something for them when you shout out their name. You know how it is.
Yeah, sure.
I love these guys. So shout out to them and the league that they're running on Tuesdays. If you haven't checked it out and you're in the Houston area, definitely check it out. 100% cash payouts to all the players, AMs included, cash payouts, baby. None of this merch stuff. Oh, AMs get merch. Nah, even though that helps me. But this time, let's just give back to the players. So it's cash payout. Marcus, dude.
Yeah, Mr. Lefty.
I forgot how many, but this last doubles that we ran, we had the most people that we've ever had.
That's awesome.
And Alex Hughes, he's an older gentleman that plays disc golf in the area. He commented to me. He was just like, man, this is so cool. Like, this is the way it used to be. And I know what he was saying.
Yeah.
Thanks for not doing a cash grab, Jay. No, but seriously, he was honest. He was like, this is the way it used to be when people just came out to have fun playing disc golf. And I think, thank you, Alex, because I honestly think that is the greatest compliment that you could have given us.
Yeah.
It really is. And that's all Marcus, man. Shout out to Marcus on Team Lucky Ace. He's also with Meridian Discs. Shout out to Josh Hofstra and his line of discs. We're going to be carrying that soon. Yeah, man, they do a lot for me. So I want to show love to them and tell y'all all the good that they're doing in the disc golf community. So
that's awesome. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Sure.
I don't have anything else to say. You have anything you want to plug? And you got a podcast coming out anytime soon?
Yeah, we reluctantly decided that we're gonna cover. I call it Joker 2, but Joker Pretentious Subtitle. Whatever it's called.
No.
Folie à Dieu. I hated the first Joker. I'm not gonna get into that. It's a whole podcast in and of itself.
Okay.
It was. You ever see a Martin Scorsese movie? Yeah, well, that's all that Todd Phillips is ripping off. I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah.
You ever seen King of Comedy? You ever seen? Yeah.
I'll tell you this. I enjoyed the first Joker.
Mm-hmm.
But what I didn't like about it is like I couldn't like get attached to it as he's the Joker.
Sure.
I thought it was great acting. I love Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
I thought it was great acting. I thought like the different approach was cool. The different time in like, was it like 80s?
I think like 70s or something
80s.
like that.
I thought that was kind of cool. But you know, and now that I've seen like what they're doing with this one, I don't even really want to see it.
It's just the first, again, I don't want to get into like the first movie though. It's just so like society. It's like the whole tone of it. And I'm like, all right, man, I get it. Yeah. Like what a mess. The world is so, yeah, I get it. It's just, it came off very pretentious to me.
You're right. No, you're actually.
And again, just the thing is, watch The King of Comedy, watch Taxi Driver. That's all Todd Phillips ripped off for the Joker movie.
Okay.
Same exact thing. The guy, the crazy guy kidnapping like a TV night host who he has delusions about being interviewed. Yeah, that was the entire plot of The King of Comedy. So it's just been ripped. And guess who was the King of Comedy? Friggin' Robert De Niro, who was in the Joker.
Oh my God.
So it's just everyone that's just, because it's an older movie, but yeah, it's just,
You're right.
That's all the Joker was to me. I'm like, oh, this Todd, like this is Martin Scorsese at home. Is we got Todd Phillips.
Can you believe this?
And the new Joker does not look good and it's not been getting good reviews, but my friends and I are like, hey, let's cover it. I'm like, God dang it, I don't want to give them my money, but okay. I'm seeing Joker Folie à Dieu.
So do you like, do you go and like, do you heckle it?
No, I mean, not out loud. In my head, I'm like, I'm ripping it apart or I'm scratching my freaking temples or I'm scraping the bottom of my thing because I've eaten all the popcorn already, but it is what it is. No, that's So yeah, the next episode that's coming out, at least the time recording, this will come out like probably after, is we're gonna geek out about Joker 2. I'm just gonna call it, and then we're gonna be at FanFest October 19th, I think, is the weekend. And then we just got our press passes for Anime Frontier, which is gonna be in Dallas. It's sponsored by Crunchyroll. It's a whole big thing, so we're gonna be doing that beginning of December, I believe. So yeah,
Nice.
it's gonna be a real cool time there.
Dude, what if I came?
All the camera bags and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That'll be. I'll try to get you in on the press pass though, but no,
I know.
Yeah, no, so that'll be fun. So yeah, that's Genre Geeks. That'll probably be in the show notes as well. So check the socials to figure out how to get that jersey. We'll have that posted officially on our Instagram and stuff. Check out our at Lucky Ace on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And is that everything?
And Twitter, X.
Oh, are we on Twitter? Okay,
We are.
And Twitter.
Yeah, we are. Kelsey Sweden keeps up.
Shout out Kelsey. I haven't touched the Twitter, so I
Kelsey.
didn't know it was a thing. So yeah, Lucky Ace on all the socials stuff. So yeah, let us know. Send in your stuff. You want to get that shirt. Let us know if there's any topics or anything you want us to cover on the show. And I think it's a wrap, man.
Perfect.
Want to get us out of here?
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Do you want to thank them for?
Oh, yes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the Lucky Ace podcast, everybody. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.